Yep, someone get over.
Yeah, football, man.
Lenny Sports Talk Show coming up here in a minute. Stay tuned. Got a special guest, Ray Archuleta, in the house today.
Yeah, good.
See you in about a minute and a half.
Did you lower the music when we talked? Hey. That's cool.
Yo, what's going on? Fans of sports out in the world, this is the Lenny Sports Talk Show. I am Lenny, joined by my fellow esteemed guest, my brother, Ray to the right. How you doing, Ray?
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's going on, party people, and the place to be? My name is L1 and I don't want to be. I'm a fly like a bird, chirp, 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 and race to my right. What do you got to say about that, Ray?
Lenny's gonna chirp, he's gonna dirt, then he's gonna eat some Twix and gonna
Burp.
six some crowd songs on your butt.
Yeah!
About what?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? I know you can't hear me, but if you can hear me, you can hear me. And if you want to talk to me, call 720-386-0513. Talk to us. A lot of sports news going on, but we're going to touch on the basics. We only have an hour, so we're going to go ahead and touch on some of the basics. Broncos lose yesterday in St. Louis, 22-7, I believe the score was. Ray, did you see that game?
Yeah, I was watching that game.
Broncos played horrible, but you know what?
Did they even play again? What?
Yeah, they played.
Did they?
But Peyton Manning turns into a scared little wuss, always against
Scared wuss.
always against
I don't
tough
think he was scared.
pass
He didn't even have a
rushes.
chance to be scared. He just. Well, it did look funny when he did run. He
You
did
know
look
what? He's an
scared.
immobile. He's an accident waiting to happen. He did.
Well, you know
he
what
always
happened is
gets
they
his
took
numbers,
his weapons away. They took his weapons away. They were playing. You know how the New England Patriots were talking about the Broncos playing dirty. The Rams, they came and they played some hardcore football.
Well, whenever you get
They were
physical,
smashing
whenever you
them.
get physical against the Denver Broncos, this is what happens. I've been talking about it for weeks. I am not, saying that just because I don't like the Broncos, but their greatness comes from when Peyton Manning has time and he can dink and dunk you all over the field. And when he doesn't have time, he's up against a physical defense. They were smashing his receivers, playing smash mouth
Well, they
football
took out
with
all
him.
his key players to throw to. He had
They
nobody
were
to throw
blitzing
to.
him. Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders went down with a concussion.
Every time he would get a pass off, and then who they throw to? Welker. He was getting killed out there.
Julius Thomas went down with a sprained ankle. Get well.
Yeah.
The Broncos, they didn't play well. I didn't watch the whole game. I was turning it back and forth. I actually watched the whole game of the Seahawks and the
Sanders
Chiefs.
got a concussion.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders got a concussion.
crazy,
I seen Peyton Manning hit the deck a few times,
Yeah.
and
Did you
that's
see him run?
uncharacteristic.
I thought
like,
of that when you were talking
of the
about how
Denver
he was
Broncos.
scared.
Yeah.
He ran. Well, they rushed, made him run out of the pocket, and the way he ran, and he tried to, and they still got him, and just took him down. He was trying to. It looked funny.
Yeah, but Denver fans, don't be disappointed. The Seahawks went into St. Louis. They lost.
Yeah.
The
When they said that, I was like, oh, Broncos. Now the Broncos have to play in. Broncos lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah, the 49ers also
the Rams
lost.
beat the Seahawks.
The Rams beat the 49ers too, on some questionable calls at the end, but they still won. So it was a close game. The Rams have jumped out to early leads in other games and ended up barely losing. Their record doesn't reflect of how great of a team they are, really, on defense. Their pass rush is awesome.
That quarterback.
Their quarterbacks, that's their third stringer. His name's Sean Hill. They started with
Wasn't
Bradford.
he the veteran though? The Hill.
Yeah, Sean Hill's a veterin. They started with.
He's been on a few teams. I thought he did pretty good.
Yeah, they started with Bradford. He went down with his ACL injury. I think it was the first game, and then they went to Austin Davis. I think that's his first name.
Really?
His last name's Davis, though.
Yeah.
He's a rookie. No, he's not a rookie. But he was playing
is he?
well. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought he was playing well. He had a couple interceptions last week against the Cardinals, and that's why they lost. The game was close all the way to the fourth quarter. A couple interceptions at the end there. That's why this Cardinals looked like they blew the Rams out, but they really didn't. And then since he threw those two interceptions, they ended up going with a veteran, Sean Hill. He threw a deep bomb pass on the Broncos. That was 60 to 80 yard pass that he did on them.
Yeah.
Then a little while after that, the Broncos came down and they got they actually beat the Rams defense on a coverage mishap by the Rams, and Emmanuel Sanders scored that TD. And I was thinking, okay, 13-7. My score was 39-19 Broncos. Which was wrong, which is okay. I don't mind being wrong. I didn't want to pick against the Broncos anymore, though. I wasn't picking with my heart. I was picking with, the Broncos should be able to beat everyone 39-19 if the other team doesn't come with a physical presence. But the Fisher, outcoached Fox.
The Rams was like a sleeper, surprise team.
Yeah,
I thought the
he
Raiders
outcoached
might do
Fox.
that last week, but the St. Louis. But then when I heard that they beat the Seahawks, I was thinking, Broncos better watch out. So.
Yeah, they forced Peyton Manning into 2 interceptions, and that always happens when he's pressured. He kind of throws it up, and what was funny is I seen his brother, Eli Manning.
He was off because they were rushing him. They were getting him.
Yeah, I seen Eli Manning throw a similar pass yesterday. Eli Manning had 5 interceptions yesterday, so don't feel bad, Manning.
That's why the Broncos do need a running game, and Anderson was doing all right, but I don't think they were utilizing him. Yeah, he was doing good. They didn't utilize him enough though. They kept picking those plays, to the long pass receivers, which were getting hurt and injured. The Rams were going after that and taking them out. They knew they had to just stop them.
Smashing them.
Yeah, smashing
Caldwell, too, took one at the end there. It was awful.
Yeah.
Me and my dad were watching that one, and we seen him get taken out. Like,
right away
man,
at the beginning of the game, I
what's
was like, look at this. The Rams are out to destroy. They were fighting with the Broncos. The Broncos had to fight.
And that comes from coaching, too. I think the Fisher came out with a better plan than Fox did.
Yeah.
He knows Manning's weaknesses. He was in Tennessee for all those years.
Yeah, that's the coach.
So, he played Manning a lot. So I'm sure that he's like, okay, all we got to do is utilize our pass rush and come with some stunts and some blitzes on occasion, and we'll be able to get right through. Their line's been, I don't know, the line has been kind of hit and miss the past few weeks. Everyone's been dogging on the offensive line of the Denver Broncos, but I don't think it's just, I thought they were doing very well at the beginning of the season. Then they bring this guy in, Incarnacio or whatever his name is. The guy from
Magneto.
Magneto. They brought in Magneto to spearhead the Broncos' offensive line. That guy
really brought in Magneto.
That guy from Miami. They brought him.
Or something.
They brought him in, and I think it kind of messed with the morale of the offensive line too. I don't think so. This week when they're up against this tough pass rush, and no one really mentioned. Maybe a few people mentioned it, but I didn't hear a lot of it on the news or anything. It just seemed like they were going to go in and, the same old cliche talk. We got to take this one game at a time, and we got to focus on the Rams, and that's a good team over there. That's a good team over there. Well, whatever happened to whatever happened to badmouthing the other team? Like, we're going to go kick their ass.
Yeah, none of them said that?
Nobody says that anymore. It says, those are good players over there, and I expect them to bring their A game, so we're going to try and prepare for them. That's always what it is. That's Peyton Manning's signature. Yeah, well, it's okay to be humble, but go look back at the '60s video when they were just like, they were more real. Yeah. I think it's just a real thing to me. So it's not just a humbling. It seems like they're trying to be humble instead of trying to be, in reality. I'm gonna kick their butt, or they're good, but. That's not going to get them past how good I am, and I think I'm better than them because, you have to be in competitive sports. So I think, I kind of miss that aspect of
So it has to do with the leaders
reality.
And the captains, probably. And
I think when you don't get that, it's too cliche.
But I bet you a lot of them do talk like that on the field and when they're not on the TV and stuff.
Right.